If you spend any time online, you have probably been bombarded by the exact same promise: use AI to get rich quick. The reality is that a vast majority of this advice is recycled hype. Most of the creators selling the dream of a one-click AI empire have never built a profitable AI agency themselves. That leaves founders in a dangerous spot. Pick the wrong model today, and you could spend the next 6 months building a service that major AI platforms natively automate by next year. To avoid that trap, we need to grade these opportunities strictly. We are evaluating every model on 3 strict criteria: realistic profit potential, current competition levels, and long-term survival, meaning will this business even exist in 3 to 5 years? This split-screen graphic shows the core disconnect. On the left side, you see the marketing illusion of consumer-facing AI, the promise of one-click passive income. On the right side, you see the reality of the B2B market. Companies pay for labor reduction and clear return on investment. This brings us to a simple ROI framework for your time. Your input is the technical effort and cost required to build a service. Your output is the tangible client value and the recurring revenue it generates. To achieve true profitability, you have to move past the search for passive income. Instead, you must calculate which model offers the most defensible output for your time. We start at the bottom, looking at the lowest tier of opportunities, the heavily marketed, consumer-facing traps. This matrix charts the landscape, starting up top with Group 1, the F-tier traps. As you can see, the input here requires only generic AI generation, yielding an output of highly commoditized content. The prime examples occupying this tier are faceless YouTube cash cow channels and automated AI trading bots. The required input for these models is almost zero. They rely entirely on pushing a button in a generation tool with no underlying business strategy or unique problem solving. Because of that minimal effort, the output is pure commodity. The resulting content has no audience brand loyalty, no proprietary value, and no competitive advantage. Major platforms are well aware of this tactic, and they actively suppress and demonetize this specific type of low-quality AI spam. When the barrier to entry is literally a single click, instant market saturation drives the profit margins to zero. Spending your time here is a guaranteed loss. The next step up the ladder brings us to the B and A tier models, which we categorize as the SMB optimizers. Looking back at our matrix, the second row maps out these mid-tier models. The input requires packaging AI to solve administrative problems, resulting in an output of reliable $500 to $1,000 monthly retainers. The core services thriving in this category are AI voice receptionists, website chat agents, and automated content repurposing. Here, the input demands operational work. You take existing AI platforms and package them to eliminate daily friction points for small businesses, like roofing or dental offices that lose revenue every time they miss a call. The output yields solid monthly recurring revenue. Local businesses are willing to pay because your service directly replaces a measurable basic labor cost. This model relies on high sales volume and aggressive hustle to overcome the lack of unique technology. Because you are using third-party platforms, the competition is constant. To survive in this tier, operators have to get incredibly specific. Instead of selling general AI copywriting, you sell specialized copywriting exclusively for dental practices. Hyper-focusing shrinks your total pool of potential customers, but by solving an exact problem for an exact type of business, your conversion rates and the perceived value of your service increase. These models provide excellent cash flow for operators willing to dial the phone and close deals. However, they lack the technical moat required to stay safe from future native AI updates. The absolute peak of the market right now belongs to the elite S-tier enterprise integrators. Our matrix completes here on the bottom row. The input demands building custom AI workflows, but the output results in high-ticket enterprise contracts. The pinnacle business models in this space are AI agent development, AI cybersecurity services, and high-level enterprise consulting. The required input is intensive. You have to audit complex B2B operations, find the inefficiencies, and build custom workflows or dedicated sales agents to automate those processes. The output matches the effort. When your custom system directly reduces a company's payroll structure, you secure highly defensible contracts. The trade-off is steep. Operating at this level demands deep industry expertise, advanced systems inking, and the cash reserves to survive long sales cycles. It is completely inaccessible to beginners. But that immense barrier to entry is exactly what builds your protective moat. Solving complex structural problems yields the highest return on investment and the strongest survival rate in the industry. A business owner evaluates AI solely on its ability to acquire more customers or lower their operating costs. Take a look at this decision flow chart to map out your starting point. It asks one question: what is your primary asset? If you have hustle and want high sales volume, the path branches left to the A-tier SMB optimizers. If you have B2B experience and technical skills, it branches right to the S-tier enterprise integrators. Viewers with high energy but limited domain expertise should take that left path. Target the SMB optimizers, carve out a specific niche, and focus heavily on sales volume. Viewers with an established corporate background should take the right path. Pivot immediately into AI consulting or agent development so you can leverage the enterprise knowledge you already possess. Regardless of the tier, your launch strategy starts the exact same way. You must pick one specific problem to solve for one highly specific industry. This focus requires turning away potential clients who fall outside your target niche to ensure your expertise remains specialized and your systems remain scalable. Once you have your targeted offer, you have to validate the demand. Pre-sell the solution manually to paying clients before you spend a single dollar or hour building complex technology. The market rewards disciplined operators who validate demand first and maintain their focus long enough to build defensible business systems.